for Thunderhorse Descendant. I am here today with project number one. Project number one from July's Bargain Bead Box Coastal Breeze. So, you guys, I feel like it was just yesterday we were doing June, and now here we are doing July. So, I am excited about it. In this video, we're going to do some patina painting. We're going to do some beading. We're going to do some chain stuff. Here's the project one that I picked out. If you've been following along, or if you're new here, this is a mini series. So we have two previous videos to this one. We have the unboxing video, and then we have the plan video. So in the plan video, we make the plans, the projects. So this is why this is project number one. So if you want to watch that, I'm going to link it up here under the Bargain Bead Box playlist. So all of the Bargain Bead Box that I've done in the past will be on there. And so how I do it is I kind of make a similar card, so you know they all kind of go together, like a thumbnail, so they all kind of go together. Any hoot. So yeah, let's get down to the mat and get this party started. All right, party people, here we are on the mat. Let me just straighten this out a smidge. There we go. Here we are on the mat. So this is project number one, and these are the items that we have reserved for project number one. So we have some of the seashell. Some of the seashell beads. We have the starfish. We have a few of these, of the organic kind of crackle agate situation. And then we have some chain. And we have some bead caps. So, first things first, I'm going to talk about what we're going to be using in this video in addition to what came in the box. So, the first thing we are going to do is we are going to patina paint and hole punch our star. Okay, so firstly, before I even get to patina painting it, I think I'm going to punch it first. So let me grab the punch. And so I have used this tool numerous times on the channel. I call it Big Mama. This is Big Mama, the Big Mama hole punch. So I have mentioned this in my... I got mine at a store, but they do have this available on Amazon, and I have linked it. Maybe I'll link it in this video in case you want to check it out. So I'm just looking to see what size I have in there. Looks like I have the biggest size, which is not what I need. So you're actually going to get a sneak peek on how to change this out. I'm thinking this is probably like a 3mm hole. That's a 3. This is a 2. So maybe it's a 2. I mean, 2 fits, but I want to say 3. I'm going to go with 3. Okay, so in this guy, when you get the case, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to have these different options, and it says on here the millimeters of the attachments. So it comes with a top and a bottom part. So I'm actually going to show you right now how to do this. Sometimes it can be a little tricky, so you're going to get this key that comes with it. You're going to unscrew this part of the handle. Okay, and you're just going to take that off. So this comes out and it's going to slide out. So you see how that slid out like that. And so this is where you put your attachments. So then you're going to take this one out, put this one in. Okay, and this part is just going to slide. It has a little part where it hooks in to there, and then you're going to line it up back up down here with the screw. Okay, it's pretty easy. So you're not going to want to shut that. You want to get your screw in there, but you're not going to want to shut that just yet until you change the bottom portion. Get that straightened out. And I'm going to change the bottom portion. To change the bottom portion, you just unscrew this. And you're going to screw the appropriate one in. And you're going to see here, as it's going to start to come up, you just want to make it level with the bottom part here. So now, you're going to see that it's going to pull this in and out, so we're going to be able to do a punch, right? I'm going to put this back in its appropriate place. Pretty cut and dry. And then we are going to take a look at the star. So I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit. Okay. So I want my star. I'm going to get a marker. So let's see. Oh, where's my froggy tape? My froggy tape is missing. Oh no. Well, okay. So my froggy tape is missing, so we're gonna go like this. It's not exactly going to work because it's not quite the end of the star. So I'm just gonna put a mark here, which is where I think would be a good spot to put a hole. And then we're gonna punch it. So I don't know if this is gonna work because it feels like it's going to. The metal feels like it's probably gonna be fine, but you never can tell with these types of components. So I'm just gonna line it up. Give her a punch. All right, we did pretty good. So I'm going to go to the back here and cut off this little, oh, I need a different cutter. Cut off this little smidge on the back. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my round file from my file set, so I can find it. So I have this little file set, and I'm just going to kind of do one of these numbers here because I want this to be not sharp. So I'm also going to take this file. This one's flat on the bottom and curved on the top. And I'm just going to go in here and kind of do a little bit of filing. So now we are ready to rock with our starfish. It probably was a 2mm. Dang it. Alright, so we're probably ready to rock with our starfish. So I have got some patina paints out. And the first thing we're going to do is we are going to patina paint the starfish. So I'll show you the colors that I've opted for. Okay, so I have marine. So you have to shake your patina paints. I have shaken these a lot, like a lot before I came on camera, like for 5 minutes straight. You want to make sure that they're shaken up. So I got marine, cobalt, carnelian, and then seashell pearl pink. So these are the 4 colors that I'm going to go with. And I've got a little smidge of water, and I'm probably going to need a couple of more brushes here. So I like to have lots of brushes because I like to always use a dry, clean brush. It doesn't necessarily have to be clean, but it has to be dry. Because if you add water to patina paint, what'll happen is it's going to, I mean, it'll still work, but it's going to give you like a whitewash kind of finish, which is fine if that's what you're going for, but I'm not necessarily going for that in this video. So I'm going to get all the colors out and get ready, and then we'll get painting. Alrighty, here we are. So I'm about ready to start painting, and I got a little wild. Sometimes if I don't clean out the little tube on the thing, it squirts out a lot. So I got a little bit wild, but it's fine. So first I'm going to go in with this blue, and I'm just going to do the whole works here. Now, patina paint does not take very long to dry, so it should only take like a minute, which is another reason that I love it so much. I'm just kind of making sure to get the edges of everything. And if you are new to patina paint, my only suggestion to you is don't be scared of patina paint. Because if you don't like it, you can just paint over it. It's fine. Don't worry. We're going to be fine. Also, the other thing you need to know about patina paint is that because it dries so fast, it is for metal, but because it dries so fast, you're going to want to wash your brushes out immediately. So this is why I was saying it's nice to have a bunch of different brushes on hand, because the stuff is going to dry. You are going to have to wash it out. And you're going to want to still be able to use a dry brush. Also, if you leave it on your brush, it'll dry up hard as rock and your brush will no longer be good. So we rinse it out. I'll just put that there. And this is going to dry up, and in the process I'm going to try to find my littlest brush. I think is this one. I have two little ones, I guess. And I might have to stick my head down here so I can see you guys. But what I want to do is I want to take the colors and I want to start dropping the color into these little holes here. And I do have blue patina paint in there, so it's in the kind of like the crevice. That's fine for right now because it's gonna dry, but it might mix is what I'm saying, but it's okay. So there I have my orange. Of course, you know, I had to have my orange. Bunsen's crying. Bunsen, I'm down here. Oh, poor baby. So I gotta rinse this out. So now if you're looking at this like a 5-year-old painted this, Randy, don't worry, because once this all gets dry, we're gonna do a little relief blocking, do the relief block on it and take some of the paint off anyway, so it's not really super dramatic. All I'm doing right now is just making sure that while all my paint is wet, I'm able to get all these colors in here and kind of get them going together. because there's divots in here, I kind of got a lot of paint in there, so I'm just kind of dabbing some of that out. Can dry a little faster. And then I'm going to move on. Actually, I think I'm going to do a little more pink. To do a smidge more pink. And then the blue. Okay. Now I go with the blue. Now this is kind of a wild color, so I kind of got to be a little bit careful. Yeah, this is not the best brush either, but it is what it is. So let's start. It's not tiny enough. Not tiny enough. Brush is not tiny enough. Okay. Let's see if I can find a tinier one. Okay, teeny tiny brush. At the very least, it has better bristles. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to go back one more time with the blue on these parts that I kind of scribbled up a little bit, and I'm going to kind of blend in with the other paint that's still wet. It's got a little pink on it. Okay. Alright, so we're doing pretty good so far. Here's what she looks like. I am going to take a paper towel. This is just a paper towel, and I'm just dabbing it, which, like I said, is not going to matter if it's dry or not, because we are actually going to sand it. One thing I am going to do on the back here is I'm going to grab some of the gloss. This is just a clear gloss, and I'm just going to paint a little on this hole so that if there is any sharp edges, I can kind of curb some of that with this. Where's my, here it is. So put a little bit of that. Oh, hate it when that happens. It comes squirting out, and I was too close to the tray and it went phew. Okay, so it's on my mat. Just gotta give in to that, I guess. So anyway, I'm just gonna put a little bit of the gloss on this hole right here. And I might go a little over here and a little over here just so it makes it look cohesive in the back, because I guess this brush had blue on it. That's fine. Alright. Now we gotta let that dry up. So while I'm letting that dry up, I am going to paint some of my charms. This is something I always do. I'm gonna just move him over to the side, and I'm going to paint some of my charms that I'm not completely in love with. I always do it to use up any excess paint that I have, because I always have excess paint. So I will put this in fast forward so you don't have to like watch the whole thing, but I am going to do it. Alright, party people, here we are, back on the mat. Looks a little dark right now. I hope it's not. Here we are back on the mat, and I'm going to get my vintage relieving block. You could use sandpaper, whatever you want to use. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to start sanding. I found them. They were in the tool cart. So here's some other options you can use. This is a sunshine cloth. You can use this to take patina off. This is a wire brush, and this is like a rougher sanding block. These two items can be found at the Dollar Tree. This we do get at Taylor's Falls Bead Store, and I don't know if we have any on the site right now, but so we're going to try a couple of different techniques here. Just wanting to get some of the paint off, and what we're going to show underneath is the silver star. Okay, so it should look shiny, that's the idea, but that paint is only going to stay in the crevices. So this really works good for getting into the little holes. Oh, dang, just put a hole in my mat. Sad. Don't do that. Now you know. Okay, and then here we're going to take a little off on the edge, just so it kind of blends in. All the way around. It's looking pretty snazzy. All right. One mat down, but totally worth it. Okay. So after we have those things accomplished, I am going to go ahead and gloss my star, simply because I don't know what the metal in this star is. I assume it's like a base metal. So I am going to gloss it. You don't have to gloss your star. The only reason I am glossing this time is because this is actually like the glossy one. It's not the matte one. And this one is actually supposed to be shiny. That's kind of the point for me, for my design. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to grab another brush. I'll just use this one. Looks like a pretty nice wide brush. Oh, it's got blue on it. Okay, hold on. Hold on, we've had a problem. Okay, I'm going to use a clean cup for this clear gloss because that one, when I put the gloss in there, it's picking up the color that's already dry. So, okay, going with the gloss. Just going to put this on a big brush. This doesn't have to be perfect by any means. You're just going to whip it on there. And that is to preserve your color. Okay. So now we'll let him dry. But the point of this was to give it a little bit of color and to snazz it up a little bit in whatever colorway you want. So all of our beads are white. So I think this is going to look really pretty. Alright, get this out of the way. While this is drying, I'm going to move it to the side. And we're going to flip our mat over and see what the situation is there. Oh, we're good to go. And on to the next thing. On to the next thing with the beads, with the actual beading. Okay. So we are going to be needing some beading wire. I am going to use I'm going to use some Soft Flex Medium for this. Just going to use the regular silver, I think. You know what? No, I think I have... Oh, yes. Let me use the teal. I'm going to use the teal. Smashing. Okay, so here's the teal. I'm going to be making 2 loops with this beading wire. One here and one there. So I actually need 2 little pieces of beading wire. And then this part is pretty much easy peasy from here. Well, this is not my good cutter. Not my good cutter. But while that is drying, I'm just going to start at the other end. Because you want to know what? You can start wherever you want. Let me get zoomed out here. There we go. Lighting is a little funny. Try to get it to be a little bit brighter. I did get some more lights down here. Yeah, hopefully that's helping. Okay, so I'm just going to start at the other end while that's drying. And I'm just going to connect right onto the chain. I get my crimp bead. Crimp bead. Get him going on here. Okay. So I'm going to crimp. I want to make sure nothing is twisted and weird. And I'm going to go into the first notch once I'm confident with what I have here. Alright. This is the first crimp. I am going to use a crimp cover. So this is a 3mm crimp cover. Put it on there. Uh-oh. Slipped out of my hand. Need a new one. Okay. Round 3mm crimp cover. Get on there. Stop being silly. There we go. And we are ready to rock. So I do know that the pattern for this will have to be split. So we need 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Okay, so that's for this side. And then 2, 2, 4, 6. So we need 12 bead caps for each side. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then these 12 should go over here. So now we are ready to work with this one side. And put that off to the other side because we don't need it right now. Alrighty. And then this is just stringing. So we're going to start stringing. I think I'm going to start one of my capped beads. Oh, I do have quite a tail here. I could cut that down a little bit. Mr. Bunsen? Mr. Bunsen still crying? What's wrong with you? Meow. Are you okay? Would you like to come down here and take a nap in my beading chair? This little cat is so silly. Yeah, aren't you? He's upset that I'm down here past my curfew time. He says, hey, you're not supposed to be here right now? What are you doing? Oh, now he's going to go knock things down. In typical Mr. Bunsen fashion. Alrighty. So this is the pattern of the beaded strand portion. Which, I do like these beads capped. I was a little concerned at first. But I think they're quite snazzy. So I got 1, 2... Bunsen! No. Hold on. This cat is going to get into trouble. Can't do anything. Okay, so this is what I have right here for the pattern. I quite dig it. I have 1, 2, the seashell, and then the agate. 1 seashell, 1 agate, 1 seashell, 1 agate, and then 2 on the other side. Which works out quite nice, because this is going to go up around like so. And now we have to attach to our star. I'm going to double check, make sure it is good to go. It appears to be. So, now we got to look at this and say, okay, how do we want our star to hang? Do we want to connect directly onto our star this way? Tightly? Or do we want to go show the string and go this way? I think I'm going to go this way. So I need a crimp bead. And I'm actually going to use 2 crimp beads. So we go into the star. And then I am actually going to go up into this bead if it'll let me. Looks like it will. And so the thing here is what I'm doing is I'm going to leave myself a little bit of space. But this has to be kind of able to move a little bit, and then plus you're also going to be crimping. So I'm going to leave a little space for crimping, not too much. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead once I'm happy with it, and first I'm going to crimp the first one here. Gotta come down a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and crimp the second one, which is a little close, so it's making it a little more difficult than usual. That's fine. Worry up for the challenge. Alright, got her all crimped up. So there, we need to get some bead caps on there. I don't know, I think I only use one bead cap for this. Trying to get those to come apart, but they didn't want to. Alright, so bead cap onto this guy here. And commit to the crimp. Nice. Yeah, I like that. I was wondering if that other part was going to be a little pokey, but I don't think it is. Alright. We are good to rock on to the other side. So, I'll probably put this next part in fast forward because you just saw me do it. But I am going to rock on to the next side. Here we go. Alright, now all we gotta do is finish it up by putting on the Lobster Claw. Easy peasy. Lobster Claw. And I'm just going to use 2 oval jump rings. And we are home free. Uh-oh, just dropped my pliers. That's probably not the best situation. Okay, Eugene, what's going on here? Did I squish you? Or can I just not see? What the heck? Maybe my oval doesn't fit in there. Okay. New plan. Need a jump ring that's gonna fit in there. Let's see what I got here. I got some rounds, those will probably fit. Try it. Yep. That fit. Oh, now here goes Jakey getting upset. You see how these animals do with me? I'm just over here trying to... I was going to go on a date tonight. Did my hair and everything. I don't know if you guys noticed, but turns out, no. It's not happening. Jeff got sick. He got the same thing I got. So, I guess I can't be mad about it. So, that's what happened to my date night. I'm going to put an extender on here. And close this guy up. And then I am going to add this little round, this little silver guy to the end. And I just like to, oh, hey, my mom gave me these. My mom gave me these. This one has a little hand on it. I'm going to use it. They say handmade on them. I usually just put like a little spacer star, a little bead or something, but you know, when in Rome, when you got them sitting here in the cup, why not? All right. So, let's see what we got. Okay. Let me see. The whole works in there? Yeah. Super cute. I quite enjoy it. It is exactly about how I thought it was going to turn out, so there was no surprise, shocks, or anything really as far as that went, so that was good. Because, I don't know if you guys are aware, but this is like a design on the fly situation where I make all these plans. So that's good. I like the way the star turned out. I enjoy the colors that I used. I think that it looks subtle, but still draws attention as far as it giving it like more depth and being 3D. Let me kind of zoom in on that if you can see it. You see there? Yeah. So it kind of, my camera keeps switching to sunset. I don't want sunset. I want all the light, please. Yeah, so it gives it a little bit of depth with it, you know, instead of just being just flat silver. So I quite enjoy that. yeah, so this is project number 1. Let me flip over and put it on so you guys can get the real deal, and then I'll take some photos and put those in here too. Oh no! Okay, here we are. Do I have a hair tie? Probably not. Damn. I'm like, oh, let me show you. So here is the necklace, and if we just put her on, I think it's going to be quite good for layering as well, but I am just going into the part without the extender. Okay. Yes. I quite enjoy it. Quite smashing. I do it. Works great for the I'm standing on my tiptoes. It works great for the layering portion, and I really do like that. I think that painting that we did really did make it stand out, so that's cute. Anyways, you guys, I hope you're all having a wonderful, spectacular, amazing beading day. I hope you enjoyed this first project. There's more projects to come. If you've been following along with me, you know that I have been working through my blocks as a beader. So when I did the Bargain Bead Box last for June, I did the June Bargain Bead Box, and I said I was going to do bracelets. That was part of me working through some of my blocks to beading for myself and trying to overcome those things. When we do the missing link series, which I know I've been on hiatus from, but I'm a busy girl. I'm gonna get back to that. But when we're doing that, that's me working on my toolbox, finding new skills, doing these things. When we're beading in the morning coffee club, right? We've started doing a lot of beaded projects simply because I don't ever have time to do beading projects by myself. So I was like, we're gonna do them on morning coffee. So come to morning coffee, get some morning inspiration for yourself. It'll be snazzy. Yeah, so I've just been working on a lot of that stuff. So this Bargain Bead Box, I really I did the design on the fly for the plan, but I was really like, we're gonna make some new stuff. We're gonna do some stuff we haven't done. We're gonna do some bead crochet. We're gonna have an earring session. I was like really into it. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are, please make sure to give me a like, a comment, a subscribe, help your girl out. And subscribe to my channel so you can find me on the internet again. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.